Good morning, UVA Wise.
We hope you've had your coffee this morning because we're brewing up an extra special episode of CAV TV.
I'm Brianne Foster.
And I'm Michael Amory. Cafeteria fees are increasing. Does that mean less money in your pockets?
I don't know, Mike. Let's send it to Andy to find out more.
Hi, my name is Andy Kilgore, and I'm reporting at the Hunter J. Smith Dining Commons here at the University of Virginia's College at Wise campus. In the coming year, there will be an increase in tuition and fees for students here at the University of Virginia's College at Wise. Along with this increase, there have been some other changes as well. There will be more flexible meal plans implemented for students. This is in due part to requests voiced by a student committee formed by the Student Government Association that worked with Joe Kaiser, Director of College Services. According to Kaiser, the college is footing the majority of the meal plan price increases. A quote from Kaiser states, "We need for students to feel like they are getting the value for what they paid. Under the traditional plan, it wasn't there just because of all the restrictions." Okay, tell me your name and what year you are here at UVA Wise.
My name is Chris Flood, and I'm a freshman here at UVA Wise.
Okay. Are you a commuter student or do you live on campus?
I live on campus.
Do you eat in the caf very often?
Yes.
What are your likes and dislikes about the caf?
Oh, that's a lot. The dislikes about the CAF, we'll start there. The types of food, the variety of food they have here on the CAF is not always up to par. Sometimes it's only vegetables or sometimes it's only meats. The likes, I like that it's a big CAF and the people are friendly.
Do you currently have a meal plan?
Yes.
Do you feel freedom or restriction with your meal plan?
Restriction because you can't eat whenever you want, and I play football, so with the schedule, with my football schedule and class schedule, it's hard to come in here and the meal plans that they have.
All right. Are you currently aware of how much you pay for a meal plan?
Sort of, kind of. I think it's about 3,000, somewhere about 3,000. I think so.
And have you read in the paper about the new plans to change the meal plans?
Yes, I've read it.
What are your thoughts about that?
I believe that's a great idea because it gives, athletes more flexibility with the meal plans, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Okay. So you definitely agree with them giving you a little bit more flexibility and freedom with the meal plan?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, tell me your name and year here at UVA Wise.
I'm Gil Lusk. I'm a junior.
I'm Abby Mason, and I'm a junior.
And are you both commuter students or residential?
I'm a commuter student.
I'm also a commuter.
Okay, what is your opinion about the CAF?
I think it should be open a little bit later for dinner, is my honest opinion.
I was going to say that I think the hours should be longer and a little bit more choices too. So.
Okay. Do you eat here often?
Yes, I eat here every day.
I eat here every day too.
Do you have a meal plan currently?
Yes, I have, I think, an 80 meal block plan or something like that.
I have the same one. Mm-hmm.
Have you read in the paper here about the new plans for changes in flexibility for the meal plans?
Yes, I did manage to look over the article.
What was your opinion about the new flexibility?
Well, I think it's a good thing. It's good that the CAF is trying to be flexible and help out, my fellow students and peers.
I actually have not had time to read the article yet, so I will be interested to read about it and see what else is going on. So.
Okay, let me ask you specifically, would you be willing to pay more for your meal plan?
Would I get more meals if I paid more? Okay, then yes, yeah.
What would you expect to see change if you did pay more?
Just going back to what we said, longer hours and maybe some more choices in terms of the food and stuff. So.
If I paid more for my meal plan, I'd like to see longer hours, more choices in here, and more people like Ron. Ron is over here grilling all the time. He's killing it. We need more entrees like that from Ron, more Ron type of people in this cafeteria.
Okay, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And what is your name?
I'm Kathy Steele. I'm the Director of News and Media Relations here at the college.
Okay. Do you eat in the caf very often?
I do, almost daily. It's convenient to the office.
What are your likes and dislikes about the caf?
I like the variety. I think it's a very good selection of food. There's something for everyone here.
Have you read in the school's paper about the new plans for flexibility and changes in the meal plans for students?
I have, and I think it's what some of the students had asked for last year, so I'm very excited about it. I think that more students will have better options and we'll have more participation in the meal plans.
What do you expect to see change with the price change?
I expect we'll see more students in the cafeteria each day, and it may be more vibrant and a more interesting place to be.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Andy. Millionaire Cameron Johnson was on campus last week to talk to students about entrepreneurship. Our very own Madison Savarese was on the scene to find out more.
Hi, I'm Madison Savarese here today with Mr. Cameron Johnson, an entrepreneur in his own respect. Cameron, we have a couple of questions here for you today.
Great.
The first of which is ambition. You know, I think when you think of an entrepreneur, you think of ambition.
Sure.
Do you think ambition is an acquired trait, or do you think it's something that you're born with?
I think
or
it could
a
be.
learned trait?
I think it could be a little bit of both, because I think depending on your upbringing, whether or not your parents maybe force you to be more ambitious, or maybe do a lot for you so you don't have to be ambitious, you still might learn that later in life. I think I learned that earlier in life, but I don't think it's necessarily born or learned.
Okay. My second question is about entrepreneurial mindsets. What do you think sparked your entrepreneurial mindset at such a young age?
So for me, it was always about the challenge. It was about the challenge of, if other people can do this, why can't I? And if other people can do this when they're in college or high school, why can't I do this now? So I never felt like age was a deterrent. I never felt like it hurt me. I felt like it just gave me more time that they didn't have because they started later. So I always thought it was just a challenge, and I enjoyed it, and it was kind of like a sport to me.
And our last question is about sacrifices. As such a young entrepreneur, and being so ambitious in all these different areas of business, you made a lot of personal sacrifices. Could you expand on some of those sacrifices that you did make?
So I think the biggest sacrifice that any entrepreneur makes, and it doesn't matter if they're in their 40s, their 30s, or in my case, my teens, is sleep. Because there's only a certain number of hours in the day, and you have to determine what percentage of those hours you're going to spend working, what percentage of those hours you're going to spend sleeping. And for me, I was going to school that was required. I had to squeeze in work somewhere, and so it pulled from the sleep hours.
I have a last question for you on top of that
Sure.
one. Did you ever have like a part-time job, or these, when you think of college students, I know I have to work part-time
Right.
jobs on top of
Yeah.
everything you're doing. Did you ever have that other job? I know that your businesses were your jobs, but
Yeah, I
did you ever
did.
work the waiter job that stinks?
I was never a waiter, but I did work at my uncle's furniture store. So I would help move furniture, to their loading trucks and things. So the experience was working for someone else, which was good. And then also I liked a paycheck in addition to my own businesses. And the paycheck was whatever minimum wage was, but it was still just as rewarding for me. And I always felt like I had something over my friends that didn't work. So I always felt like it gave me an advantage.
Well, we really appreciate you coming here today,
Thank you.
and back to you.
Thanks, Madison. Closing out today, we're going to visit with Brandon Aird as he hits a home run with the Lady Cavaliers softball team. Finally, he'll talk to Coach Lee Clark and see how the upcoming golf season treats the Cavaliers.
Go. Thanks, and I'm here with Alyssa, Megan, Buka, and Fish of the UVA softball team. Ladies, how does it feel this season?
Great.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
All right, Megan, you guys have an 8-game win streak. How do you feel going into the last week of the regular season, hot like this?
It's a pretty great feeling. It's what we've been working for all season. It gives us a lot of momentum going into it, and then going into the tournament, we're really excited.
That's awesome. Alyssa, Mid-South Player of the Week, 14-game hit streak. How's that feel?
Honestly, when I found out, I was feeling pretty bad about the game we had just played, and then Buka read it off of Twitter that I was Mid-South Player, and it was pretty great. I wasn't expecting it at all.
That's awesome. Fish, how's it feel going to NCAA next year? A lot of pressure on it?
I don't think we feel that way at all. I think we're actually really excited about the competition, going places we haven't been before, stuff like that. So I think it's more of we're looking forward to it kind of thing.
Awesome. Buka, team chemistry this year. 8-game win streak, that's a lot of chemistry.
Yeah, I think that's what made the difference from last year to this year is the new freshman that came up, and our team chemistry is just perfect. I don't have to worry about anybody.
Cool. All right, ladies, hands in. Thanks. I'm here with Coach Lee Clark of the women's golf team. Coach, first off, I want to say congratulations on your first year. How do you think it went?
Well, we're about to finish our next tournament's coming up this week, and so I think we've had a really good season. We've not had a full team to play, so we've had to play as individuals, but it's gone really well. I feel like the girls have worked hard, and we've come together as a team, and the best news is I have all of them come back next year.
That's really good, really good. Now, speaking of next year, moving to the NCAA, how's that adjustment going to be?
It's going to be difficult. We've already been doing a lot of compliance and teaching for the coaches about how to recruit and how to meet all the NCAA guidelines, but the main thing is just where we're going to be competing in NCAA 2, you need a lot of money to bring girls to Southwest Virginia. But the great news is we'll be the only Division II women's golf program in the state of Virginia.
That's awesome.
And so that will be a good recruiting tool for us, for people who want to stay in-state at a state school for tuition purposes. Should be a good draw.
That's great. Now, you said recruiting. Do you have any fresh faces coming in next year?
I do. I have, her name is Taylor Ray Yeary. She's a freshman. She's a senior at Central High School here in Wise, and she's already signed a letter of intent to play for us next fall. And I have another offer out that has not been accepted yet, so if she accepts, then we'll have 6 players next fall.
That's awesome. Now, next fall, what goals do you have for the upcoming season? Second year in the NCAA? Going to start making moves?
I would love for us. I think we have a couple players in particular who can compete individually. But being in our transition years, we're not able to compete postseason. That's until after our 3rd year. So we can't compete as a team postseason, but we can still get some individual honors. And I think we have one girl in particular who really would be close to receiving. I think she's a great player. And so I think my goals for next year are just for us to play more consistently, to score more consistently, more within our potential. I think just nerves have gotten to us sometimes this year. It's kind of awkward when you're standing there on the tee and 20 people around you are standing and waiting to watch you hit, and so it gets a little nerve-wracking. But we've gotten better, and I think for next year we just hope to be consistent all the way throughout the season.
All right, we got to finish this year up. You got the Mid-South Championship coming up soon. How do you feel going towards that?
I feel like we have a chance, of course, as individuals, because we don't have a full team. But I feel like Mackenzie Klusman, our true freshman, has a real chance to finish in the top 10 for the tournament. So if she'll come with her A game and play it all the way through, I think she has a real shot at that.
All right, well, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Upcoming tournament.
Appreciate it.
Now back to you.
Thank you for watching this special edition of Cavs TV. I'm Brianne Foster.
And I'm Michael Amory. Have a great day, Cavs Nation.